Hi everyone, Catherine here from Ink Finger Cat, back with another 30-day Christmas card making challenge, and for is that day 18 or day 19? Whatever we're on, I don't know what day of the week it is, we have a sketch, and you can see the sketch up on the top right hand side of the screen now. I decided to use this piece of pattern paper that's in the Christmas Tags and More DSP kit from Stampin' Up. I decided to use this bit that's got kind of like a bit of a wreath going across as my sort of strip going across the middle. Now it's obviously a lot wider than is on the sketch. I don't know if you can see the sketch well enough, but the sketch has got a dark piece at the bottom, another colour strip going across horizontally, and then a different colour at the top, like a lighter colour at the top. I decided that that wreath would be my little strip that goes across the middle, and then the white would be the dark colour at the bottom, and then the green would be the light colour at the top. So yeah, I've sort of inverted the colour, but you know, the sketch is still the sketch. And then I decided for the snowflake embellishment instead, I'm using the candy canes, and then I add my sentiment on. I don't actually add any ribbon to this or twine, and I know this has kind of got a bow going off the sentiment, but I decided against that. Instead, I did add some little floral elements in, just I think the holly leaf elements in just underneath my candy canes to kind of make that as an accent a little bit bigger. Pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Just need a sentiment, and for the sentiment I chose Kingston Crafts vellum pieces. Nope, they're not vellum pieces, acetate pieces. And I just chose to completely and utterly doctor this one that had got a gingerbread man, candy cane man, gingerbread man on, and just use the joy word. There's so many pieces in those kits, it really isn't a problem to like pull them apart and just use little bits of them, in my opinion, because there's so much. I'm never going to get through them in a lifetime of crafting, I don't think. So this is pretty much it. But then I think, I wonder. I remembered I had got some coloured shimmer vellum in the stash somewhere, and decided to go and pull that out and have just that as one of the layers. It really does fancy it up a little bit. Most of it's covered, so you'll see in a minute. I'm actually going to sort of pull a little bit of the centre out. I only think about doing that after I've started adhering the top layer, and then I suddenly thought, oh no, do you know what? This is fancy stuff. You want to keep as much of that as you possibly can, so I did just gut a little bit of it out. Not much, but just a little bit. Certainly enough to be able to do some die cutting of some leaves at some point or something. Yeah, so that's what I did. Just fancied it up a little bit with that coloured shimmer vellum as a layer underneath. Just thought it looked a bit cute, bit different. Now I did faff with this candy cane and holly cluster quite a bit. I decided I wanted it up on foam, and you'll see it, well, you'll see if I actually left it on screen. I and ah, and I pull it apart several times and change the configuration, and yeah, I probably faffed with it for 5 minutes. This has been sped up quite a lot before I finally stick it down. And for the joy, I put some little glue dots, which I fought with as well. I don't know what was going on. And then tiny slither of the foam adhesive just to go down that Y, because it's going to hang off the edge on the right hand side. And that I thought was really cute. I am going to add a little bit of glossy accents though. I'm going to add glossy accents to all of the berries, both on the wreath bit in the background, but also those holly bits that I've stuck on as extras. Just adds a little bit extra shiny, especially with the shiny acetate sentiment. I think it just helps to sort of tie them in together. Now, because the base is a dark green cardstock, I am going to add a panel of white on the inside, and then because I've got them out on the side, I use a little bit of the embellishments that's on the inside Just to add to the inside, I just add one of those sort of like pieces of holly paper or something. And then I decided, before I turned the camera off, I forgot I'd put that in there. I've decided to just pull those pieces apart so that they're ready and easy to grab next time I want to craft with this kit. So simple card. Followed the sketch because I used the paper to kind of create part of it. I hope you've enjoyed that. I'm really pleased with it. Please do subscribe to see future videos. I'd love your comments and your likes, etc. That's really, really appreciated. Until next time, bye-bye.